is a special episode of C12 here on EduQuest, and wanted to take some time today to talk to Danny Boice, an old friend of mine who emerged through an email campaign for his company Speek. And Speek has been around for a while, and Danny and I worked on Speek sort of in its infancy a while back, and then all of a sudden here it is again with this new UI and some great tools. So I called up Danny and said, hey, let's talk. So I'm gonna just take a step back and let you introduce yourself and tell us a little about your role with Speek, a little bit about its history, and then where you would like to see it, or where you see it heading. Then we can talk about the EDU parts of it too.
Sure. No, great. Thanks. Appreciate the intro. So I've been working on voice over IP and kind of collaboration for a long time. I co-founded a company called CommuniClick Inc., which with Andy Powers, which is how you and I initially met, and started off trying to just use kind of modern internet technologies and mobile technologies and voice over IP, trying to converge those things and solve common day problems for education and in the workplace and things like that. So we've done many different kind of iterations. Eventually, I teamed up with John Bracken, who is my Speek Inc. Co-founder. John founded Evite back in the 90s and had Evite obviously was a very interesting play on the viral subscription model. So we were sitting around one day trying to think through how can we leverage what worked so well for Evite with all the different things I've been working on over the years with voice and collaboration, and decided that conference calling specifically was very rife for just for innovation and for disruption.
Yeah.
So we came up with this idea of using a Speek link. We knew through CommuniClick we had acquired Speek.com, which we thought was a great brand. We reached an agreement to form Speek Inc. and to acquire the Speek.com domain, and have this idea where users could register their own personal Speek link. So I have Speek.com/Danny, and use that for conference calls instead of a phone number and a PIN and all the kind of annoying, obtrusive ways that people do conference calling traditionally. So, and here we are.
Yeah. So, and I should say it's Speek, SPEEK. And I never did find out exactly where that came from. So tell me why you're Speek.
Right, good story there. Pretty simple. So spelled correctly was about $1 million to buy the domain name. Spelled incorrectly was a lot less. But we actually also felt that the spelling with two E's just felt better from a brand perspective and seemed more brandable. And with John's background at Evite is in the dictionary. It's a noun, it's a verb. We wanted a brand that could also kind of be that powerful and be a noun or a verb, and people would use it and say, and use it in a sentence, and the way we spell it would become very prevalent. So
right.
That was the reason behind that.
I find myself misspelling it now all the time after working with you guys. So
you'd be surprised.
I mean, maybe we'll just start using it that way, and we'll just let it completely spread. But
I hope it changes.
So yeah, I mean, it's actually a pretty cool system. I mean, obviously it's in fairly early in its development, but basically you get this page, this profile, and you just invite people into a call, and it's all VoIP. I mean, it's really, really simple.
Right.
And I think for those of us who have had to struggle with calling bridges and this and that, it's just hugely easier. So now, is this the sort of thing that the old Speek had lots of APIs and did cool things? Same thing here, able to be integrated elsewhere?
Yeah, we could. I mean, our primary play is in our kind of positioning in the marketplace is what we call prosumer. So it's the same kind of market that Dropbox kind of plays well with, where it's individuals, but it's people who tend to be kind of power users who are willing to maybe pay for something, like pay the $20 a month for Dropbox, or pay for a subscription to Speek potentially, although we are a freemium model.
Right, right. So, well, let's talk a little about where this could be used in education. I mean, just right off the top of my head, as soon as I started using it, I said, well, I've been working for WizIQ for a while, and we're doing things to try and connect folks, but, there's still kind of a lot of overhead with that. And a lot of times you just need to talk to a teacher, or you want to talk to a TA or a tutor, or just need to make a quick connection or have a quick call with groups that you're working with at school, whether it's students or kids in college. It seems as though this is just really, really an easy way to let people just poof, they're connected.
Yep. Our goal when we first came up with the product was really what's a just super lightweight and fast way that people can simply just get on a conference call together. So we started off there, and that's what we think Speak does well. And I think in the education environment, whether you're doing distance learning or whether you're a budget constrained school system, I think something like Speak makes it just super simple. You don't need to download or install anything. It's free to get started. You can literally just give out speak.com/Danny in my case, and people go there and join the call. And they can join it from a traditional 10-digit phone number on their mobile or landline. And then also through VoIP and potentially some other means which we're exploring as well.
Cool. That's it sounds it actually works like a champ. So I'm abandoning all my other freeconferencecall.com and whatever other things I've been paying some piddly amount each month. I mean, it's easier and it's just such a pain. With ZDNet, we have this awful conference bridge system, and nobody can ever figure out the right pin, and they're always transposing numbers, and it was meant to be this really clever call-in number with lots of 8s, but really it's just confusing. So I think we're going to try and move down this road. We'll see what influence I can have there. But anyway, congratulations on getting this fired up, and be looking forward to updates as some of these other features come online.
Yeah, great. We appreciate it. Thanks a lot for the help.
You bet. All right, take care, Danny.
You too.